When you get hurt, who are you going to call? For me, I'm not going to call the Ghostbusters. I'm going to call my local 911 operator to send me a fully equipped ambulance and 2 well-trained EMTs to properly care for me. Everyone takes for granted our emergency medical service. We don't understand the long process of what it takes to become an EMT, paramedic, or a first responder. Many of these people, they don't do it for the money. You don't get paid a lot. And they work 12-hour shifts, and they do it all for us. They do it all for their communities. And personally, I as Middle America, I didn't understand this. There's a lot of things that we don't think about if they aren't brought to us. So when I got in a wreck and I had someone properly care for me who knew what they were doing, I thought, well, hey, that's something I want to do. So what I did is I enrolled in an EMT course. And for the past 3 months, I have studied harder and learned more knowledge than I have ever learned. I have to read up to 50 pages a day and comprehend the information that I am learning. And you have to be able to use this information in the field. And as you get your ride time in, which is sitting in an ambulance and studying what other working EMTs do, you have to think through and understand what you would do and think about what they do and get your information through experience. So even though you can be mentally fit, you may not be physically fit enough to do your job. You have to make sure that you are not overweight or you do not have enough strength to do your job properly. You may have to go up to the top of a mountain and give CPR and then bring someone back down. And if you cannot do that, you can be the smartest person in the world, know everything there is to know about the medical services. But if you cannot properly care for someone and transport them to a hospital to get further care that they need, you cannot be an EMT. And saying that, you have to keep up constant knowledge of everything that there is to know about being an EMT to do your job properly. And you have to know everything about emergency care that you can get your hands on, because if you don't, you are not providing proper care to your patients, the people that depend on you most as an EMT. You are the person that they look up to most in their time of need, because they call you as a professional to come and help them. So the daily work and trauma of an EMT is very harsh. So as an EMT, you may see decapitated bodies or a person who has been laid up dead for days, if not weeks, and you develop a lot of PTSD and mental trauma from this. 1 in every 3 EMTs have some sort of PTSD, which is astonishing to think about, considering Middle America only has 7% of Middle America has PTSD. So it is a very mental game. The number 1 cause of death within EMTs is suicide. It's not crashes, it's not diabetes, it's suicide. Our local EMTs take their lives after seeing all of the trauma that they see because they can no longer handle it. So, saying that, I just want you to join me in properly supporting our local medical technicians along with EMS services. And I hope that I informed you about the life of an EMT and what they go through on a daily basis. And I hope you join me in supporting our local heroes who benefit nothing just to save us.